Hey guys, Metal Jesus here, and I'm back with some gameplay footage of Pilotwings Resort running on the Nintendo 3DS handheld. And yes, this footage was captured using a real handheld. And so for this video, I thought it'd be a little bit different if I kind of talked about what it takes to do that, because it's extremely difficult to do and often can be kind of expensive. And well, I'll explain more here in a second. Now, first off, I do want to say that I was pretty excited to get this game for many reasons. One, because actually I really like the original Super Nintendo version and also Pilotwings 64. And this game here is kind of a spin-off of the Wii game. So they had a version of it that was kind of similar to it on Wii Sports Resort. But back when I first got the 3DS, man, I was full on with the 3DS, or the 3D aspect of it. It's because I got the version that was a little bit upgraded. And I like new technology like this. I do like the idea of actual 3D. And so the idea of doing 3D gaming was appealing to me. I know it didn't appeal to everybody, but the idea of playing a flying game in 3D sounded pretty rad. And for the most part, it actually is. But for the most part, this video is going to be talking more about just how I captured this footage. And if you're familiar with 3DS capture, then you probably are familiar with how this was done. But basically, Kelsey ended up buying one of the last versions of the 3DS that was modded by a dude, I believe in Japan. So essentially what this guy would do was he would open up the 3DS, and inside of it, he would cram in some additional components to then output the video via USB. And then on a Windows computer, you would run this application. And I'm going to show it on the screen here and kind of what's going on here. So you see the application running there. It's capturing video out via the USB port. And then I'm capturing that footage using OBS. And so it's a really convoluted way of doing this. And if you notice down there at the bottom, it says February 1st, 2017. So it's been a couple years since I've done this, and maybe there's a better way to do it. But at the time, if you wanted true 3DS gameplay footage, this is how you did it. And it was a total pain in the butt, and that modification was not cheap. If I remember right, I think she spent $500 or $600 on it. And even then, it was hard to get. So again, I haven't really kept up on that scene, and I don't know if it's improved or not. That's the bummer about some of these handhelds like this, is that, you know, there is value in a video out, and it really sucks whenever these handhelds don't have video out, because it kind of shortens the lifespan of these games a little bit until they're properly emulated via ROMs. The other thing is that it just, for whatever reason, it's really tough to capture the audio this way. Now, for the most part, what I do, I don't necessarily need the audio on my main channel, but it would be interesting to kind of see if they've fixed that or improved it over time. I would also imagine one of the challenges of capturing 3D footage like this is that, well, technically the hardware is putting out two versions of the same scene, right? In order to do 3D, you actually have to have slightly off-center or offset video for each eye. And so this one, you basically would just choose either the left or right footage. You know, it's not going to be a big deal in the long run, but again, it's just one of those technical challenges of the day. And so I actually have a lot of 3DS footage that I captured back then. I forget what video we were doing at the time, maybe a buying guide or something like that, maybe a hidden gems, maybe all of that. I have no idea. It's been so long, I put out so many videos, but I do have a lot of this footage like this that I kind of wanted to share because I think it's a little bit unusual to see. Again, especially because this game is running on a real 3DS. I'm just simply doubling the output to Windows, which is a pretty cool feature. That said, actually, I've been kind of curious if Kelsey even uses this device, because I've been tempted to buy it off of her, because you know, at least last time I looked, it was pretty hard to try to get this over the internet. So I'm kind of tempted to see if maybe she wants to sell it to me, because I'd like to be able to do more videos like this. So Just kind of one of those thought processes that I go to when I'm doing YouTube videos and things that I would like to do in the future. But since there isn't any audio to go with this, I'm not going to share a ton of this footage because I think it would be kind of boring. I will play a little bit more with some music. However, I have a bunch more of these to share on my channel, so be on the lookout for those. And also let me know if there's other games that you would like to see this footage captured with that device, because you know, there are a ton of 3DS games and there's really not that much gameplay footage out there. So I'd love to know down in the comments. So check it out.